Finally, about Southgate. Look, I've done a video a couple of weeks ago about Southgate before these bad performances. I did videos about Southgate during the Euros, especially after England's draw with Scotland. I find it a bit tiresome, really, when I wake up this morning and see people going, sack Southgate, this, that and the other. I mean, it's just not reading the room. We're not going to sack Gareth Southgate. He took us to the final of the Euros. He's going to get a chance in the World Cup. This FA loves Southgate. This media loves Southgate. He will be managers in the World Cup. He'll probably get to the quarterfinals and he'll be back for the Euros. The sad thing about Southgate is he shouldn't be the manager. I would sack him tomorrow. I would sack him today. He's not good enough. He's a championship manager at best. But what people don't talk about is the coaching. His coaches are not good either. It's him and his coaching team. They are not good enough. They're not going to leave England and get a job at a Premier League club. None of them. They're not good enough. And, you know, you got Carragher last night. Fine. Stick up for him. He might be a mate. You might believe it. Saying, you know, he's the best manager we've had since Alf Ramsey. And I'm like, say it with your chest, Jamie. Like, say it with your chest. What Premier League club gives him a job? None of them. That's why he shouldn't be England manager. I know he's took us to a final. I know he's took us to a semi-final. But the England manager should be the best manager in England. He's not good enough to get a job in the Premier League. And there's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 6 English managers in the Premier League. Maybe more, actually. But around 5 or 6. He's not a good coach. And the reality is he's not going to get the sack. But the fact is, whilst he's the manager of England, the talent we've got is wasted. And the football we watch is boring. We've got players who've won Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. We've got players who would get into other top sides in the world. And I'm talking about club sides. We've got a manager and coaches who should be coaching in the Championship. It's not a good fit. I accept England losing last night because they deserve to lose. I accept England winning games they don't deserve to win, drawing games they don't deserve to draw. These things happen when you've got a very boring style of football. We've got no rhythm, we've got no system, we've got no structure. We're a very boring team to watch. Even when we win, we're a boring team to watch. And the reason for that is that coaching is abysmal. And until we change that, England haven't got a hope. They haven't got a hope. We might grind our way to a semi-final again, but we ain't going to win the World Cup. And that's the sad thing, because we do have players with the right coaching that you'd go into a tournament and go, why can't we win the World Cup? We've got players who've won this. We've got players who are good enough to start for them. Why can't we win it? And the reason we can't win the World Cup is because of the coaching at the moment. It's as simple as that.